What's up everyone, this is ElvisLifts and welcome to another Q&A video. This will be my 7th Q&A and I will try to do these a little bit more often. So we have a couple questions from the last Q&A, so let's look at the questions and I will try to answer them. And the first question we have is, what is your main workout routine? And my workout routine hasn't really changed much. Maybe when I was a lot younger and I did powerlifting, I went to the gym and so on. Then I didn't exactly do push-pull legs, but I did chest with the biceps and back with the triceps. Only thing that has been switched is now I do back with the biceps and chest with the triceps. So only that change has occurred, and now my training program is basically push-pull legs twice a week, because when I do push-pull legs, after the leg day I do push again. And it's quite simple but very effective training program in my opinion. I'm hitting every muscle group twice a week, which is enough for me, and I can recover from workouts with the volume and intensity that I do, so it works great for me. But when you're a beginner, I don't recommend doing so much volume. You can start out by doing push-pull legs once a week, or you can try to do full body workouts as well, maybe twice a week, or depending on the intensity and the volume of your workouts, you can maybe try to do full body workouts 3 times a week or 4 times a week if they are very short and they are not as intense. So it really depends on what exactly do you do in those actual workouts, and you have to figure out the sweet spot where you can recover, but also it's not too easy, so you can actually progress. Okay, let's move on to the next question, which is do you take a creatine? And at the moment I don't. The last time I took creatine was I think almost 2 years ago. I have a picture in my transformation videos where I'm around 100 kilograms I think, and at that time I did take a creatine, and you can see that my arms are fuller. Creatine does great job at retaining your water in the muscles, and since you know the muscles are about 70% made from water, so when you retain water obviously it will look bigger, and it is great for smaller guys. But since I'm already quite a big guy, I'm already quite heavy, it's not exactly necessary for me to get even bigger. And also it's a little counterproductive for me in calisthenics, because it made the pull-ups, made the push-ups, everything more difficult, because I was heavier, I was getting better pumps. And even though some people think that pump is a good thing, and I sort of agree to that, it depends on your goals, but it also can be counterproductive. If you want to do, let's say, a lot of pull-ups and you get that huge pump in your back from the first couple of sets, it's very hard to get a good workout in. So for me and for my personal goals, creatine was not necessary in my opinion. But I know if you are chasing for that pump, if you want to get a little bit bigger, want to look better, you can definitely do that. Creatine is one of the most researched supplements, and it's one of the best supplements as well, and also it's really cheap. So it's definitely a great option, and you can use it quite early in your lifting career. You don't have to be like 25 or something plus to use it. You can be even 16 and use the creatine. It's a very safe supplement, so definitely great choice for beginners in my opinion, especially if you're looking to get some size in. So the next question, the question number 3 is, man, do you count calories? And for the most part, yes, I do, but I don't count them on app like MyFitnessPal, for example. I don't count every single calorie that I eat. I usually try to remember how much I ate. For example, I eat some kind of a meal and it's written there, okay, this is 500 calories, so I'll try to remember that. Okay, so let's say my goal for the day is 2,400 calories. So I did eat right now 500, so I have 1,900 left. And I will just remember that, and I will calculate everything in my head. and I go by rough estimations. I don't go super hardcore by counting every single calorie in a phone app or something like that. I did use that for maybe couple days, but it just was not for me. In my opinion, you can do it just by yourself in your head. You can count, you can go by approximate estimations, and always don't underestimate your calories. Let's say if you're frying eggs, if you're frying chicken breast or something on pan and you're using oils, remember they have a lot of calories. If you're using maybe some other ingredients like maybe some gravy or something like that, remember, don't underestimate calories. Things like that add up very quickly, so always be aware of that fact that you can add a lot of calories without even you realizing it, and that's where usually people fail. And that's why I try to avoid frying foods. I usually boil everything, so that way you avoid using oils. Even though oils are great, if you need bulk up weight, you can use oils. They're great for great fat. It's a great way to have fat macronutrient covered, basically, because it's very healthy fat. For example, the olive oil fat is very beneficial for you health wise and strength wise even, and you can have more satisfied feeling, and your appetite will be covered by that. But also you have to be very careful, especially as I always say, I'm a bigger guy. I don't need to eat that many calories as some guys, so I always am aware of the fact that you can get a lot of calories from oils. But that's another topic, maybe for another day. So I do count calories, but I don't go too crazy, so that's basically the answer. But I did not count my calories until I started calisthenics, which was at 25, where you usually see my transformation. Before that point, I never really counted calories, but after I started calisthenics, I took fitness a lot more serious, and that's when I also started counting calories more, looking at macros more. I also created my YouTube channel. I just got more interested in everything, and I decided to become more serious, and that's how I do it, basically. Let's move on to the question number 4, which is how many days do you do calisthenics? And I think this question ties in with the question number 1, which is my routine, and it depends on the current situation, I would say. At the moment when gyms are opened, I'm doing calisthenics about twice a week only, because I'm trying to get as much gym sessions in as possible, because there's no guarantee the gyms will be opened in September, in October, because in the fall there's rumors that COVID will spike again, the numbers will spike again, and gyms will be closed, even though a lot of stuff is happening, and I don't want to get into it right now. But if you're really interested in my opinion, maybe I can create a different video about all this stuff. But at the moment, yeah, while gyms are opened, I'm trying to get some weighted pull-ups in, some weighted dips in, because if everything closes, I have to do body weighted stuff again. So I'm really focusing on a lot of gym stuff at the moment, which is still calisthenics based, like weighted pull-ups, like weighted dips, and so on. Some knee raises, but with weights. So I'm trying to develop a lot of strength while I can, but I'm not sure how long that will be. So that's the thing. But about calisthenics, yeah, if gyms were closed when they were for a whole year, I did full calisthenics, everything, legs, back, biceps, triceps, shoulders, chest, everything. And I did calisthenics basically every day, or 6 times a week for sure. The push-pull legs twice a week and going in the circles. So basically maybe I took one rest day here and there, so basically either 6 times a week or 7 times a week. But yeah, at the moment only 2 times, so it really depends on the situation. But yeah, I try to do a lot of workouts, and they're still somewhat calisthenics related always, because I used to hate exercises like pull-ups when I was powerlifting, when I was before the 25-year plus change in my life. But now I really changed, and I'm really focused on exercises like pull-ups, push-ups, and so on. Even though I'm at the gym and I'm also doing stuff like deadlifts for my lower back, because it's very hard to train your lower back in calisthenics. You have to get very creative, and sometimes there are not enough tools to do so, or your abs, or maybe something else, or maybe the equipment is wet from rain and you can't really train certain exercises. So I'm really trying to fill those holes in with gym at the moment, but we'll see how everything turns out in the future. You never know, so we'll see, guys. And let's move on to the last question number 5. And he's saying, dude, it'd be awesome if you manage the top 3 calisthenics skills like planche, push-ups, handstand push-ups, and front lever. And I am on the road to the front lever, but I halted that stuff because also people didn't seem to enjoy it as much. There weren't a lot of views for those videos, and also the gyms reopened, so I took this opportunity to focus a little bit on strength, since weighted pull-ups does help front lever a lot. Since I know the Andre Smile, the dude that everybody is talking about now, he's very strong and he can do front lever, even though he never specifically trained for it, but because his weighted pull-ups are so insanely strong, like 100 plus kgs, he can do the front lever. And so I thought about it, and thought, okay, I will focus on weighted pull-ups as well, and I should be able to learn front lever as well. I can do the advanced stack for maybe 10 seconds at most at the moment, but you also have to think about my height, and my legs are quite big, developed quads and everything, so it's a huge disadvantage for me in that regard. It's very hard for me to master these difficult calisthenics exercises, which are pretty much the most advanced exercises, because my leverage is at disadvantage, my height and my weight as well, so I'm at very big disadvantage. You can't really use that as an excuse, but you have to also be real. You can't live in a dream, you have to be like thinking realistically. It's very, very difficult to learn those things with my height, so I rather focus at the moment on things like weighted pull-ups, maybe some muscle-ups, and a little easier variations like advanced tuck for front lever, maybe the tuck for planche, and so on. But we'll get there. I did try to learn handstand for a very long time. I trained like for half a year, almost every push day I did handstand. I tried to do freestyle handstand without a tree. So I started with the help of a tree for balance, and then I tried to get off from the tree and kind of have that handstand, but I couldn't learn it. I was very close and I made my first video in my handstand journey, but at the moment when the gyms opened, I stopped doing that, but I should also start doing that sometime soon. It's very difficult to squeeze everything in because I have a full-time job, also the family, the training, the ordinary training that I always do to keep my physique in shape and my strength in check and everything, and also focusing on those skills. It's very difficult to juggle all of those things. But hopefully, if my YouTube channel grows and develops in a big one, we can do some collabs. Maybe I will get more popular, and over time I can try to shift YouTube as my primary job, which would give me a lot more free time, and then that way I could definitely learn all those skills faster, because it takes a lot of time. What I want to do is do some stretching, maybe get into the yoga as well, because definitely from all the lifting I'm feeling like I'm getting more stiffer, and I definitely should stretch a little bit as well. That would help my blood flow and everything. That's a very healthy thing to do, and definitely something that I've been neglecting. And since sometimes I'm working even extra shifts, it's very difficult to do everything. So hopefully you guys understand that it's very difficult. I'm also trying to get as much content out as possible to help my YouTube channel growth and also help you guys. I'm trying to put out good videos which are helpful for you, for good information. I don't post stuff that's nonsense or doesn't help you in any way. I'm really trying to show you let's say how much protein do you need for a day, or maybe I'm answering some Q&A like right now, but I'm very honest with the answers. I'm trying to help you and just tell my experience, how it was for me. So definitely leave a comment in the comment section down below what you like to know. Maybe you like to know something from my past, why I did started training exactly in gym, or why I started doing calisthenics, or anything like that. Just let me know and I will answer these questions, no problem. So I think this is it for this Q&A. Let me know what you're interested in. I will look at the comments and pick a few questions that are most upvoted. And that's about it, guys. Also, I do have Patreon page, and you can support me and my channel on there. Also, I will do some exclusive content for Patreons as well, and those videos will be only for them, but I haven't really started yet because I'm quite busy, but I will definitely do that as well. And so that's a thing you can do as well if you really enjoy my videos. But that's about it, guys. Thank you for watching this video, and I see you guys in the next one.